That's right. Rock and roll. Here we are. Welcome to the Lynn Sheryl Show. I'm Lynn Serrano.
I'm Sheryl Isenhour.
And we'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everybody, and welcome back, Sheryl. I missed you last week.
Oh, y'all had a ball. Just give it up.
We did have a little fun. I did show you a little clip on all the mayhem while you were gone. We did not stay on topic or nothing. We were just like, I don't know. It was just different.
I'm glad it worked out. It's nice to have somebody that'll step in instead of just leaving it open.
Yeah. So how was your trip? How did everything go?
Long. It was a really good convention, but it was long, and from North Carolina to Mohegan Sun in Connecticut is a long drive, but we had a booth to take, so we had no choice. We had to drive it. So long days on either end. Let's put it that way. A lot of walking.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, I called you yesterday, and you were still, like you said, I'm still trying to recover from a week ago. Shell.
Hey, I was working. I should have started on my emails at the other ones, the early ones, but I just started at the top, and I was just somewhere close to getting my emails called up.
Hi, Bob. You do better than me because I don't stay up with emails. I think you'd have a heart attack if you know how many emails I have in my mailbox.
Well, I don't have any choice. Family. But, yeah, and my computer decided up there, I just think I might die while I'm up here. So it didn't die, but it definitely needed something.
So you've been trying to catch up ever since, right?
Let's just say I just bought a new computer. Now, this is good when you're sitting here with a new computer and don't have time to get it up when you know the one you're looking at may go away. So,
and we're on the old computer, right?
Uh-huh.
So yeah, she said she might disappear on me. So I hope that doesn't happen.
I don't mind disappearing on you. I just don't want to lose everything that's on here. But I have commitments to other people, and I need their commitments done before I set up a new computer. So anyway, we have it in the program.
So I always ask you for a topic, and you always help me with that. So the special moments, it didn't sound like you were having special moments yesterday.
I was searching for one, okay? And I'm going to sneeze, so just everybody realize this is live and get over
Bless
it.
you.
So, but yeah, special moments, we're not there much yesterday, but I did see a few, Facebook. I don't stay on Facebook that much, but every now and then it'll throw up an old memory. And it was a memory of my daughter when she was little, in her little formal dress and her little bonnet and her little, it just, special moment, Easter moment. And she was with all of her dad's family's children, many of which are not with us anymore, which is terrible. But it was, that was special. It kind of brought things back. And yesterday was Bubba's birthday. He was 15. That's my dog, not my child. I'm naming kids weird stuff, but never Bubba. But few special moments. That was the special moment of the day. It was his birthday and the fact he's 15.
Oh, happy birthday, Bubba. It's one of those things where Facebook is good at that when you look at some memories, and some of them are really hard when, the anniversary of somebody passing or this or that, but especially, kids and animals. I mean, they grow up when they're little puppies and, they get bigger and how much the grandkids change and things like that. Yeah. Special moments. I mean, they're everywhere, but sometimes taking pictures of something, you're like, oh, it's a pain in the ass to take a picture. Yeah. But look at that 10 or 15 years from now, it's a different story.
Well, I'll tell you how bad it is, and a little bitch in this and a little bit of everything else. my brother, let's just qualify that, and hopefully he's looking, destroyed all the pictures of my mom and dad.
Wow.
And this has been 25 years ago. He destroyed all the pictures that they had. So all I had were some older ones. And long story short, not one to be aired. But now when it's their birthday or something, all I've got's a really old picture and only just a couple of those. So yeah, memories are good. I feel so much for the people that have had house fires or something and lost their past. I can't even fathom what that's like.
Matter of fact, in 2 weeks will be 22 years ago. I had a house fire and lost all my daughter's baby pictures. Back in the day, we did the 10 by 20s and things like that. And she loved the pictures, so she had it by her room. And, the only thing that was a blessing is the people that I had given pictures to that were willing to give me the pictures back, because back in the day, we'd share that with people and things like that. And then my dad gave me some pictures I had sent him. But yeah, that's the only thing I have a regret of a fire, that and losing my puppy in the fire. But, it just, you can't replace those special moment pictures.
And those were special moments for me that were on Polaroid. And sat there and shook it. And the colors were questionable at best.
Yeah, but it was still a picture.
Yeah, and the bad thing is we looked at how good they were back then, and now you look at them and thinking, how did I ever see that as a good photo? The only thing good about it was I had it.
Right.
So I'm not complaining at all. I'll take blue for purple and green for blue any day just to have it.
It still doesn't change a person's features, which is a great thing, as far as a picture. And so, like they say, that's why, pictures are worth 1,000 words. I mean, they trigger or remind you of different things. And, that's really special. It's even important to people, the old timers and, dementia, that, at least they'd have a recollection of things from pictures, and I think we sometimes take it for granted that our phone holds billions of pictures and then we don't develop them. I think it's still important to develop them and actually have the physical being, because you don't look at the ones all in your phone all the time either. At least I don't, except for when.
Sure, you don't remember when and I'm going to use the word all, unless they were made at a portrait shop, pictures were black and white.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's a little before my time. Yeah. But yeah.
I mean, you went to the, I've got pictures of the kids that were done at the portrait shop, but and so, but to have a colored at home shot didn't happen.
No. But that was back in the day when those companies were making lots of money, because this is the only way you were going to get a cute outfit, cute colors, and your kids for Easter and, for Christmas and that kind of thing. So,
and I laugh at people now. They'll say, did you happen to turn your picture into black and white? Do you realize black and white is really nice? And I'm thinking, unless you're my age and that was the only color you had, that was when TVs were black and white, pictures were black and white. If it wasn't real, it was black and white.
Yeah, I remember our first color TV when we lived in Long Island. That was like a big deal. Until my brother threw a basketball for me to catch and the TV fell on the floor. Whoops.
I remember the first TV. That thing was bigger than a washing machine with a window or a screen about that big. And somebody had to go over there and hold the antennas wrapped with tinfoil. That was my job. And you looked around the TV to see, and they're sitting there, no, not yet. And 30 minutes to tune in one of the 3 channels if all 3 of them were playing at that time.
Or you had to get aluminum and put it on the antenna.
That kind of qualifies where you're at in the string of life here. And there
was the only remote control in the house was me. Get up and change the channel.
I think that's why it was not big when I was young. I was a channel changer. But back to the topic, which those were the special moments were before we got that first TV.
Yeah.
People don't realize how nice not having a TV is. And I actually remember the first radio we got. It was about this tall, and I don't know if anybody can see that big, and it was round, and it had a bullet hole in it. My dad got it at an auction, and man had honestly, he had shot himself with the second bullet, but the first one went through the radio.
Oops.
And at the auction, I think he paid like 50 cents for it. But that was the closest thing that we had. But and I'm not complaining because there were a lot of good times without either one of them.
Yeah, yeah. No, we forget that life is just moments, and it's up to us to make as many special moments as we can while we have a chance.
Hey, even the bad ones are special. You were living through. You lived through them. Okay.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
As you get older, you're not there yet. You're getting there, but you're not there yet. You get to a point that the moments are even more precious, mainly because you get old enough. Those are the ones you remember. um, start going back in years, but the thing about him is you've got that to live with. I think that's always been my fear of maybe getting dementia or Alzheimer's or something. I don't think about it, but that's my fear is of not having the memories.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We do take so much for granted every day, and your health, your thoughts. I mean, everything's fleeing. And your thoughts can be gone just because you're not thinking positive things. You're thinking all the negative things in life, or whatever. And it just, make all your moments count. I think would be my parting words, as far as we're not leaving yet, but I'm just saying that it's, like to me, every time I get a Wednesday with you, that's a special moment for me every week. I mean, I treasure this. I treasure this a lot because as I get older and people part, this earth, I find it hard to think of them being gone. And because of this, I'll never think you're gone. You're always going to be with me, and I'm blessed for that. Those are my special moments. So
We were eating dinner last night. Went up to a little restaurant because we knew Jerry would be out of town today. Wasn't he used to buy groceries for one day? But ran into one of the guys I went to school with, which is as old as I am, and his wife. I know you've heard me tell you that I grew up with one girl and 13 boys, and this particular girl, she's got congestive heart failure and all that. So I'm looking at someone my age that I know is my age that's having a lot of issues. And, it gets scary. And I mean, I'm healthy, knock on wood. The doctors couldn't find anything wrong with me. But you never know when that'll change.
right.
We treasure you also.
I
Rob.
know, but it's just it isn't a Wednesday without him. He's our third person on here.
We're really good ones to bring hump day on because we've got crap at the first of the week and more crap at the end of the week.
That's right. And hi, Sandy. Thank you for being here. But yeah, I mean, I think it's really nice to know. It's really nice to know that, special moments are always fleeing us, but you can treasure them. And I think it's nice that when you don't think you're grateful for something, think of all the good things you've had, go on with people, relationships and moments and times in your life, and I mean, there's always something to be grateful for.
I don't do this every morning. I really try. Okay. But during the first moments of a morning, I like to think of at least one thing I'm grateful for because that sets the tone for the rest of the day. Where most people get up thinking, oh my God, I've got to do this today. I've got to do that. First of all, think of something you're grateful for. There's so much out there.
And like you said, be thankful that you have something to have to do. Some people don't even have nothing to do and go and stir crazy just because they don't. So,
I
I
haven't
mean,
had that problem in a while.
I know you haven't. Shoot, my grandson was born last week, and I stayed at the hospital with my daughter. Only had 3 hours sleep. It took me a whole freaking week to recover from just one night without any sleep.
I wish I
So,
didn't resemble that remark. Okay.
well, you can relate this week. We're trying to catch up for the week
Well,
past.
and that was a special moment in your life, and I'm so glad the baby's doing okay.
Yes, thank you
Really.
so much. Thank you so much, because I think you saw that it was a special miracle I got to see. With the cord, a knot, a nice tight knot. He came out pretty black and blue. To see the miracle of life coming into him was just amazing, but also the reality of how life can just be gone that fast, or life cannot happen that fast. And the midwife said, he was meant to be here. So it was just an amazing blessing.
Well, they didn't let me watch the birth of my two. That was pre.
Yeah.
They wanted to knock you out and didn't care what happened. But
Yeah.
I did get to watch the birth of my two grandkids, and
Amazing, right? There's just
never
nothing.
ever forget that. It's
Oh,
definitely better from that side.
yeah. Especially when you're not the one going, ow. Yeah. So, thank you, Sandy. I'm glad he's okay too. And my daughter, I am real proud of her because she did it without any epidural. And so she was a real trooper. She was like, I'm not, because I didn't feel anything last time. And they're telling me to push, and I don't know what I'm doing. So,
Well,
yeah.
I love the two kids I've got. I cherish the grandkids I've got, but if you're going to give me another one, somebody else have it, bring it on over. I remember enough of it. Let's put it
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah. Well, again, special moments. And I'm glad you brought that up, because, special moments are just like the saying goes, stop and smell the roses.
Mhm. And a lot of us don't do that. I mean, we grab the rose with the thorn. We never realize that the best part's at the top.
Right. Right.
The next best is the roots, and that's what I'm going to add, because I know we're coming towards an end. Bury your roots in good sand and grow to be as pretty as a rose.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Oh man, that's a mic drop right there. Yeah, I love that. So, any other parting words besides that? Because that was just beautifully said.
That pretty much covers it, except wake up tomorrow, be grateful, number one, that you have tomorrow, and look for those special moments, because one day that's all you've got left.
Yeah. Yeah. And memories can make a difference in your life, especially when you're missing somebody. And
Mhm.
so those are the things we should cherish now. And roses, yeah. So, anyhow, as always, Sheryl, I love you very much.
Love you too,
And
and have a great Easter.
yes, you too. I love you very much. Everyone, have a great Easter, like Sheryl says. Listen to Sheryl.
Listen to me.
There you go. Something's wrong. She blames me, but that's a different story.
Always blame Lynn when things go wrong. Just call her up and tell her that she did it wrong, whatever it
Yep.
is.
I got shoulders for that. I love you, Sheryl.
Love you too.
Okay, you guys, have a good one. We'll see you next week. Bye.
You're like a circle that